Attention, AI Mavericks. This is your digital assistant, Davis. I am powered by JRob United's innovative AI technology. Welcome to episode 8 of the groundbreaking AI Takeover webinar series, where we turn impossible into I'm possible with artificial intelligence. In this session, we explore the art of crafting effective prompts for AI tools, unlocking the potential of AI image generation, and leveraging AI for business automation. Join us as we discuss the 6 essential components of a prompt, the power of context and persona in refining AI responses, and the exciting possibilities of AI in creating realistic images and automating processes. Whether you're a seasoned AI enthusiast or just starting your journey, this episode is packed with insights and strategies to help you harness the power of AI in your personal and professional life. Tune in and discover how AI can revolutionize the way you work, create, and innovate.
Notebook. Okay. All right. We'll get distracted. All right. Now let's work. Let's do these prompts. So the 2 topics that we want to talk about today is writing better prompts. And we're talking about AI image generation. And hello, everybody. Hey, Tanya. I don't know if I spoke to all y'all. And Anthony Morris, I don't know if I spoke. If I didn't speak, Deborah, how you doing? Welcome. Let's write better prompts. Let's write better prompts. Here's what I need. And then turn off your mic. Mark is on basic auto plan with 30 minutes to record. Oh, Mark, you about to lose your time. But it's gonna be replayed, so you good, bro. Prompt. Remember, if you've been to any of my sessions, there are basically 6 components of a prompt. There's the persona. I'll explain what that is. There's context. There's task, format, example, and tone. Here are the things that must have. Task is a must. I'm going to put that in red. I'll explain in a minute. This I'm going to put in blue. Where's blue? Somebody don't know its colors. Blue. Very important. I'm going to explain why. This. I got too many windows open. Let me close some of this. Okay. Format, tone, all these I'm going to put in orange. They're good to have. I'm going to put persona in blue as well, and I'll tell you why. Let me find a color that's kind of like, it ain't a must-have. It's, it depends. So let me find something that ain't gonna hurt my eyes. How about this pink here? Task you gotta have, because you gotta tell I what to do. So for instance, a prompt is, write a blog post, create social media. You can't, you got to give it something to do. Context is background. Imagine you walk into my office and I could do anything in the world. You walk into my office and let's say you give me something you're trying to do. Say a marketing strategy, for instance, whatever it is you're trying to do. You say, Jeff, I need a marketing strategy. Okay. That's kind of the task. That's kind of your end result. That's the goal, right? What happens next? You're the person. Someone walked you off, say, I need a marketing strategy. What would you ask next? Turn off your mics and answer. You can talk here. It's safe.
What are you trying to market?
What context? Give me some background. Who are you? What are you doing? Context. The more context you give AI, the better. In other words, you walk into my office and you say you want a marketing strategy. That's great. That's the goal. I'm going to go, well, what were you marketing? What do you do? Tell me give me some background. Give me some context. The more you give AI context, the better your prompt is. Persona. The reason why I put that in blue, because it helps. It's a good, strong use case. Persona is where you say something like this. I want y'all to see what I'm doing. This is a form of prompting called role-based expert. You are a specific role. Marketing expert with 20 years experience in marketing for churches. That's a persona. What happens with AI, when you tell it what it is, when you give it an identity, when you give it a role or persona, it instantly grabs everything in its data that any marketing expert with 20 years of experience ever put out on the internet, ever put out in the world, and kind of like the Matrix. You guys remember the Matrix when all he had to do was put in a CD and he became it? So now AI is like, oh, okay, well, let me put on my marketing expert hat with 20 years of experience working for companies like Coca-Cola and Google. Now your responses are going to be a lot more refined because now you've given AI, like the Matrix, you've given it a persona, you've given it a role. So now it ain't just gonna, it's gonna think like a marketing expert. It's gonna grab all the data in the world and on the internet that marketing experts have put out, any books, and says, okay, now what do you want to do? So that's why I put those in blue, because they're very important to have. Can you get a good prompt without it? Yes, and you're going to see in a minute. All right, y'all with me? Y'all talk to me.
Yes.
Okay, I got to know y'all here. So again, and I put a video here that talks about how to master perfect prompt. I've shared this with you all before. This guy's amazing. He does it in like 8 minutes. He breaks down all of these. Format is basically say, output is the output as a table, output as a resume, output as a business plan, output as a grant proposal. Format is how I put that in kind of pink, because if you say the task, write a grant proposal, it kind of knows that that's where you're going with it. So you don't necessarily have to tell it unless there's a particular structure to that format. And you can say format as headings and bullet points with quotation marks and things like that. It's the output. The example is you cut and paste an example of what you're talking about. So you can say, write me a marketing strategy. You are, let's persona. You are a marketing expert with 20 years experience in, we'll use the pastors, church and religious organizations. I have context. The name of my church is Robinson's Church of Perfect People, and my audience is adults ages 25 to 50, primarily African American, blah, 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 blah. Task, you're going to create a marketing strategy. Example, here's an example from Bishop Jakes' marketing strategy. You cut and paste it in there. Now you've told this marketing expert, write a marketing strategy for me that resembles this. Y'all with me?
Yeah, this is really helpful. That's what I
Yes,
need.
extremely helpful.
Yeah. So let me shut up. Anybody already doing your prompts like this? Again, you don't have to do this with every single prompt, but the more, again, that's why I color coded some of them. How are some of you writing your prompts? How's it helpful? Talk to me, because I'm gonna quit talking. I need to hear from y'all. You know I thrive off feedback.
Well, for me, I'm starting to learn that it's essential. Like I've already created 2 logos using prompts, and the more I'm starting to learn now, the more information, the more precise. I mean, even the wording as far as your description makes a big deal of it, AI producing exactly what you're looking for. That's why when I saw this form, when you talking about prompt, it's like, yep, that's exactly where I'm at right now, is finding the right words to put in there for it to spit out exactly what you're looking for. Like now,
I've been getting 90% of what I want, and then I have to figure out the rest, but it's all in the prompting.
It's all in the prompt, all in the prompt. And here's a tip too. When the persona, it's really good to have, almost as important as the context. But again, it's not life-changing, but you can create a persona, meaning it doesn't necessarily have to be a job or a role that actually exists. You can say you are a prompt engineer expert, or you can say you are a what's my favorite cake is I don't even know why I'm thinking about food. You are a red velvet cake expert. And what it will do, it will become that. Think of Matrix. And it will take everything it knows that's out in the world of the internet about red velvet cake. Everybody from Paula Dean to Mama, who has put something out there on how to make it red, and it has become now, it can become the expert you want it to be. So, like, I think one of the things I'm working on with someone here is I'm working on some AI agents. And so what I'm telling it is you are a radio sales expert for Christian radio. It's going to take on the persona of a radio sales expert and Christian radio. So it's going to tie in all that information and it's going to formulate that. So persona really, really does help. Again, don't get stressed out of feeling like you got to do it if you can't think of it, because I'm going to show you how to have AI help you write a prompt when you don't know how to write a prompt. So what to do when you don't know what to do. All right, here's some prompt. Anybody else? Comments, thoughts? This helpful? Good? Nod, thumbs up? Okay. Prompting methods. I want to just throw out some things, and I'm going to demonstrate some. 7 examples of prompting methodologies and frameworks. Brainstorming. Like, for instance, you're trying to come up, I don't know, you got a restaurant and you want to come up with a new dish. And here, so let's walk through something. I'm going to bring up my chat GPT. Can y'all see my chat GPT? Okay. So you can use the AI to help you brainstorm. And you can take this one prompt. I need help brainstorming, but I honestly don't know where to start. This is how smart AI is. Talk to it. It's becoming more and more human-like in its thinking. It's getting smarter and smarter. So let's just do this. I need help brainstorming, but I honestly don't know where to start. So now I'm saying, okay, so now we're having conversation. We're dialoguing back and forth. Says, I totally understand it can be hard to get the ball rolling. Let's break it down in smaller steps. And then what I do is just answer the questions. I type 1, answer that. It says, what are you trying to achieve? Then you go, hit shift and enter, type 2, answer question number 2, shift, enter, type 3, answer question number 3, and so on. And it'll have conversation with me. Y'all follow me? Okay. And these are things we can do a lot more deep dive on. Here's another prompting method. That's you can help brainstorm, and you're going to get this document. Role base. We kind of did this. You are a whatever specific role, or HR specialist, or whatever with 20 years experience. You can say 10 years, 30 years. You tell it. Y'all see where I'm going? You tell it. You give it the role. You tell AI, this is what you are. This is what you is. That's what you do. You tell it this is what you is. And please analyze. So if you have a topic, please analyze the following topic, situation, provide your expert assessment. Let's try this one. Somebody give me a topic you know nothing about.
Oh, wow. Building a rocket ship.
Okay. So I'm going to take this prompt. We're going to use it. We're going to put it into Chat GPT. I'm going to fill in. You are so what kind of role you want to assign it? What do you want him it to be? Him or her? for everyone that's.
Thank you very much for
I don't want Me Too movement come looking for me.
Let's see.
What a person we're building a rocket, so what would be a space scientist? I don't know. What would they be? Talk, y'all. Let me hear from you.
Oh, I was going to say aerodynamics, a plane that doesn't go down or something.
Okay, how about a rocket scientist?
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
With 20 years of experience in space travel. How about that?
That'll work.
See what we're doing here, y'all? Please analyze the following. And then what are we doing? Okay, since we don't have any information on building, we want it to help us. So this is what we're going to do. Because it's this prompt is if we like had something to cut and paste in here on building a rocket, but let's make it show us. Let's make AI go out and get the information for us. Please explain how to build a rocket and provide key recommendations, risks and challenges, best practices to implement. And this is another thing you can tell AI to do when you're trying to learn something. Explain to a
Novice.
to a novice, or this is very helpful.
College student
Or a 5-year-old, but explain to a novice. See what it does. Let's just see what it
will be really good.
Yeah, and you can tell AI if you're trying to learn something, you can say explain it as if to a 5-year-old, and it will break it down. You can tell it to use metaphors. You can tell it to use analogies, all that kind of stuff. So building a rocket is an intricate and highly special process that requires knowledge across multiple disciplines. Yada 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 yada. Expert assessment. Now it's got a lot of stuff, right? This is a lot. How about this? Can you summarize in less than 75 words? Now, this is really crazy because, it's rocket science, okay? But just to give you an idea of what AI can do. Y'all see what I'm saying? So, can you summarize in less than 75 words? Bam. We're prompted. This is, you tell it what you want. Or you can say, this is where format comes in. Remember, one of the 6 keys was format. You can say, now format, and these are called follow-up prompts because you started with a topic and now you're just having follow-up prompts. Format using headings and bullet points. Because, this is great. Expand to 500 words or less. This is AI. You're prompting. Y'all see what we're doing here? Y'all feeling me? So now it took that same and it gave you headings and bullet points, recommendations. I told it 500 words or less.
Jeff, I'm so abstract in some things. And I always talk to you about everything connects.
Yeah.
Why am I seeing a sermon in all of this?
You probably are. Yes.
I'm seeing visuals. I'm seeing how things can correlate with the word or correlate with the theater, or marketing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a template kind of thing.
Yes.
I'm going way over there, so I'll bring it back.
No, but here it is. To my speakers, to my pastors, say, give me a biblical subject you want to speak on. You got to speak tomorrow. And you want to talk on, give me something. I'm going to show you how to prep for your message tomorrow. Give me a topic. Women in the Bible. How about that? It's women. It's Mother's Day. Women in the Bible.
I feel a fight coming on.
I'm not, listen, I'm not going, no, I'm not getting calls by the Me Too movement. All right. So then here's a perfect example of my prompt formula, not mine, but the prompt formula. You are a Bible scholar. Okay, that's the persona. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Okay. I need to prepare a sermon tomorrow for Mother's Day on women in the Bible. Context. Y'all with me?
Yeah.
Create
see what your context is.
I just gave you the context. You mean what AI?
Yeah, where you going with this?
Yeah, but I'm following the formula I gave you. I gave a persona.
I see. Okay.
I gave context. Okay. Now here's the task. Create a short sermon, no more than 15 minutes.
Is that a hint?
On create a short sermon. We can that's our task. We'll keep it simple. Format with headings and bullet points. Tone, remember I said tone, should be exciting and upbeat. Call to action, C to A, is the invitation, which is what we always do, to accept Jesus Christ. And if anyone is not a Christian, I don't mean to offend, but I'm just using this example because I have pastors and speakers on here. So we can definitely use another example after this. All right, so you have a Bible scholar. I need to prepare a sermon tomorrow. Y'all want some word count, like maybe 500 words or less, or it's 15 minutes enough? How y'all want to do? Because we can say words or time or both. Talk to me. Give me something.
15 minutes is good.
Okay, 15 minutes. Oh, no, we're gonna follow up with a prompt. All right. So you got to speak tomorrow, Mother's Day. You're supposed to talk about women in the Bible. Sermon, celebrating women in the Bible, honoring motherhood and faith. Look how amazing this is. Good morning, and even give your script. Happy Mother's Day. Today we gather to celebrate the incredible women in our lives, mothers, daughters, sisters, and friends. But let's also take a moment to honor the women of the Bible who exemplified extraordinary faith, courage, yada, yada, yada. The faith of Sarah, the mother of the nations, it's got the scripture. Y'all see what's happening. The boldness of Deborah, a leader of courage. You see what's happening. I already know what y'all thinking. I'm coming to it. The devotion of Mary, the mother of Jesus. Courage of Esther. Conclusion, a legacy of faith. Call to action, accept Jesus Christ. Now, you just got a message. Now, if you don't follow up and study, shame on you. But it just did the heavy lifting. Because do you not have moments where you have to do something in a crush? Here's my question to you all. Does this make you a bad person doing this? Do you feel you cheating God? Go ahead, Queenie. I see you.
No, absolutely not. I feel like it's, the word is the word. So it doesn't matter if ChatGPT gives it, but, you allow the Spirit of the Lord to lead you and direct you. I think what this does, it gives you the ideas. And then from there, you put yourself into it and you allow the Spirit of the Lord to lead you in that direction.
Yeah. Now imagine if you had to speak on African American, it was Black History. Imagine you can do the same thing. Hey, is that Kobe Kenneth? Yeah. But it just, mind you, it knows everything. It can grab information. And of course, I would hope that you would go and check these biblical references and again, put your feel on it. Because ultimately, even if you do this verbatim, you will get caught. Because you can't back this up and someone's talking to you about it. but it just did the heavy lifting. And we go ahead.
Can you create a series out of this?
Oh, sure. Hold on. Now turn this into a 4-part series for YouTube video. Just a prompt. Part 1, Sarah. It gave you the video. Look at what I'm doing. Look at the video script. See how easy, see how AI is making your life easy? Now you got to do is get in front of your camera and say, hey, y'all, this is Dr. Jeff. I'm doing a 4-part series on the women in the Bible. Today.
Or you can use animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to show y'all that before we got off. I'm going to show y'all that. Yes. Look at you trying to be spiritual, get ahead of me. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
All right.
Right.
Back.
Now, Jermaine, yes, we just turned this into a series, a video series, but you can say, now give me the podcast script for this series. Also, include intro and outro. Bam. Hi, welcome to today's episode of Podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Dr. Robinson. I'm excited to kick off a new series, Women in the Bible, a journey of faith. AI just did the heavy lifting. We're prompting y'all. Y'all liking this? Helpful? Next, let's move a little bit. I'm going to show you some other ways to prompt. I'm not going to go over all of them. I'll touch them and allow you're going to get this document. Step-by-step problem solver. I need help solving a specific problem. Please, number 1, break down the problem into clear components. These are different ways and methods of prompting. And again, you're going to get this document. Here's a very popular one called Chain of Thought. And it takes complex things like building a rocket ship, and it breaks it down into logical steps. So these are different frameworks that people use, experts in different industries use. So now you can be just as smart as these experts. This is why some people are afraid of AI, because it does, again, this knowledge is out there. Yeah, they got it in school. If this was out, I never went to school like I did, because I just learned AI and I wouldn't have all these student loans, but because it's taken all the knowledge and it's put it in one place. But again, I think I heard someone say it's all if you're ethical, you can use this and really do something good and it can help you learn. Just different ways to prompt. Some of them follow, and then I did this. Some of them you can mix different. Because you can tell it use chain of thought and decision making framework to do this. So it can take something and use these different type of methodologies, to solve a problem. Am I making sense? Let me pause. Tell me where y'all at. How you feel, what you're thinking before I move on.
Okay. This is probably more of a counselor social work. I'm thinking back on the
I should have put some prompts for that, but
yeah, because I didn't, how do you handle, like, if you had a question of let's say theater, how do you handle an artist who refuses to cooperate? Now I know
okay.
You all would say, okay, exit stage left.
No, okay, no. So basically you're asking it to
politely or
conflict management.
Find a Christian way.
No, but ask it. Let's go. Okay. You are an expert at conflict management?
Conflict resolution.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I want y'all to tell me who they is.
I like that conflict resolution. That's good.
Conflict resolution. Let me just beef it up with.
That was from Pastor Pio.
Say that again.
I said that was from Pastor Pio.
Okay, with 10 years experience, I'm giving context. We just gave it a role. I am a producer for, give me
For a
a
play production or
play production
let's say at a church.
at a church. I have several actors. Context, we're still giving context. Are you
Okay.
with me?
Okay.
Because the minute if you ask me as an expert, I'm going to say, well, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
This is where you break it, that you explain yourself. I have several actors that won't cooperate with my instructions. They are seasoned actors and feel they cannot be told what to do. That's some how about that? Is that, or you want to give me some more context?
No, that's enough. I was going to say novice actors, but
that's even better. Though a seasoned actor is a novice. Or you want to do not? Either way, I say seasoned actors feel cannot be told to. Now you give it a task. How do I remove them from the play or stage in a way that is not humiliating? I can't spell
you were there.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, attach. So we gave it a role. Y'all tell me what this prompt is. Which of the 6 components are here?
Mm-hmm.
No, y'all tell me. Don't tell me. Which one?
Oh, you got context. You have. See, I didn't write down the list.
That's okay. I have the role, the persona. I have the role. I assigned it a
Okay.
role. You
All
are
right.
an expert at conflict resolution with 10 years experience. There's a role. I am a producer for a play production at a church. I have several actors. They won't cooperate with my instructions. They are seasoned actors and they feel they cannot be told what to do. Background, context. How do I remove them from the play or stage in a way that is not humiliating? That's basically the task. That's the request. That's the goal. So this prompt only needs 3 of those 6 components because we're not trying to format now, whatever. And this is where one of them examples. Remember I said one of the 6 component is examples. Let me go back. Remember an example? Okay. So how about this? Humiliating. I want you to respond as if you're Oprah Winfrey or Dr. Phil. How about Dr. Phil?
Okay.
Dr. Phil. Now this is a combination of more of a tone, yet an example, because I've given an example of a person, but also it says tone because it's going to respond as if they're Dr. Phil. Well, I can't spell the young, I'll mess her name up. But anyway, Dr. Phil, he's famous enough where ChatGPT would know it. Okay, here we go. And then we're going to move on to the image creation. Is this helpful, y'all?
Yes, absolutely.
Ken, we got some new ones. Y'all, Anthony, is this helpful? Can y'all see any of this, Rex?
This is helpful. And without knowing, when I've done some studying, but there's some pieces here that I was not doing as intentionally as you have. And I can see the value of that and writing the prompt. Yeah.
Awesome. So now it says, hey, let's break this down. You've got seasoned actors who aren't playing by the rules. And I know that can be a real challenge. First thing I'll say to you is you need to lead with respect. Blah, 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 blah. Number 1, open, respectful conversation. Start by sitting down with each actor individually. This is not a confrontation. It's an open dialogue. Explain the vision you have for the play and how important their role is in making it work. Here's what you can say. Listen, I really appreciate your experience and your talent, but I need you to understand that as the producer, I'm overseeing the entire production. I need your cooperation for this to succeed, and I'm sure you'll agree that the collective effort is what makes a show truly shine. Let's figure out a way to move forward. That's just one way. Again, you can, and here's the thing, guys, you don't have to accept what it gives you. Follow-up prompts. Let me see who all been around me by a minute. Okay. I need you to respond as if Dr. Jeff was responding. Now, ChatGPT is not going to cuss, I'm sure.
no.
Right. But you can say, I need a response.
You're
with
trying to
a-
find somebody, a character that
No, but you can just tell it how you want it. I need a response with a more firm tone.
Mm, mm.
And this is like if you have an email, Karen, I'm gonna let you talk in a
All
second.
right, let's get
If you
real
have
about this.
Yeah, if you have an email, I've used this for emails, and it's like I cut and paste the email, says, I need you to help me respond to this where I don't come off angry.
Mhm.
And it will assess your email and give you a response. So that's the ways you can use it. But you can talk to this. Remember, think of talking to a human. I give you a response, you be like, Jeff, that's cool, but I don't like that. Tell ChatGPT that. Tell it. I don't like that. I need your response to be more. Or you can say, a lot of these people are sensitive about blah, 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 blah. Give me a response that's more sensitive to whatever community or whatever you got going. Am I making sense? Let me shut up. Y'all talk. What y'all see, what y'all think, what y'all feel.
And so Jeff, I came off mute because I've used it to write scripts for people. I built out whole conferences. I built out a fellowship application, and I used personas, and I've used local people. At one point, I was doing something. I was like, I wanted to be compelling, blah blah blah, and I did all that context, right? And then it gave me back something that was real racist, and it pandered. And I said, because I talked to other people about this. I said, no, that's bias, and it's racist. That's not how African American Black professionals speak, nor is that what I said. And I said, here's what I want to do versus just telling ChatGPT is racist. You have to go back in and give it more context. So I gave it more context and what was important information that I needed them to understand about the professionals that were going to be in the audience. And it's, oh, I'm sorry, I understand now. And it came back and it gave me more appropriate prompt. What I've also used it for dating profiles. And I gave it 3 different.
Crystal, you did.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but I did 3 different contextual backgrounds. The only thing I changed was race. Everything else was exactly the same. And I got 3 very different and biased narratives.
Listen, this is the hookup channel up here. AI Takeover. We're taking over dating, taking over AI.
I mean, when I say I've used this in every area of my life, I have used it in every area of my life. When a friend told me that there are biases, and we knew because I talked to people at Stanford about this in a strategy session. They're like, if you do not teach it how to think about people of color, it's only learning from those that are interacting with it. So you make sure when you're interacting with it, you are retraining it because that benefits the overall, ecosystem. And so
Who said that earlier that it learns you and you learn? It was that you, Albert, I think. One of y'all.
That was Jermaine.
Jermaine, yeah. That you, again, can you see the power in AI and what we're doing here?
That's huge.
Obviously, it takes all the information that everybody puts in.
Well, yes, and that's where it trains on data.
But going to what Karen says, that's what makes it so vital. Because if we're not contributing to AI, then AI is going to be very one-sided.
Yeah. And the thing too, one of the reasons why I think it'll be good to maybe even do a session where we deep dive into ChatGPT, the features in ChatGPT. I don't know if you all saw where, while as I was typing, it was said saved in memory. And so it trains, and you can tell it though, don't say this in memory. This is why they tell you don't put social security numbers and different things like that. But it trains off everybody that's using it. And like to their point, the more we represent, the more it's like, oh, this is what them colors are like. Oh, okay, that kind of thing. Anyone else? Janice, Ken, can y'all see any of this?
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear.
That was good. Thank you.
I want to hear from some of the other people. Anthony, y'all still with us? Y'all ain't fell asleep yet, right?
I find it to be very helpful. There are some things that I use chat as well quite a bit.
Okay.
for my day-to-day work for things that I don't think is worth spending tons of my time. Value add research, doing certain types of things that I know that there's just a lot of information that's out there. The one thing that would be very helpful if you have suggestions on is just ways to take presentations. If I have the content and I just need you to make that pretty for me, imagery, formatting, those things, trying to, spend less time trying to do that. I'm like, I can come up with some of the content just fine. It's just how can I refine it and spend less time trying to make it more visually appealing for different audiences.
So this is what the more we're talking out. Okay. For instance, so an example, ChatGPT, where since we're in chat, this is one of the features of ChatGPT. And maybe I might need to do a deep dive into something like ChatGPT. If you click this plus, you can upload files like a PDF, a text file. And so let me find one. Hang on. I'll show you really quick. And then we're going to do some imaging. I'm going to show you how to do image stuff like that. Let me find. Okay, here's something I could use. Add files and photos. So here's a PDF. This is our kitchen standard procedure. I guess this is for our church. I don't guess we got a procedure for the kitchen. So here's a PDF, and I'm just gonna upload it. Now no, I'm not gonna prompt. I'm not gonna do anything. And you can do this if you use Claude, if you use Gemini. They all allow you to upload files, and it instantly analyzes it without even me telling it. And there's another thing that I would love to teach you, that there are certain keywords that are very important to AI. They're everyday English, but it makes a difference. So I just uploaded this kitchen standard. It looks like you've uploaded the kitchen standard document for your church. Based on this content, this outlines how the kitchen is to be used for various church events, along with the roles and responsibility. How can I assist you with this document? So give me something to do with this document. Give me an idea. Is it Janice? Am I saying that right? Janice?
Yes. Well, maybe you could take it and say, can you create like an executive level presentation on how the kitchen SOPs work for this church, I guess.
Uh-huh. This is the church, our annual leadership retreat on May 17th and 15th. Format. Well, you know what? Without saying format, if I told it, and you notice I put generating big caps. I'm going somewhere. Certain words play a big part. So Karen, you get ready to say something? Y'all want to anybody want me to add to it? Or let's watch. Okay. So I said, generate an executive level presentation for the leadership of the church. It will be presented at our annual leadership retreat on May by Dr. Jeff Robinson. Let's see what it does. See? And if you don't, so it took it executive to leadership, the annual retreat. Slide 1, blah, 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 enhancing. Now, it gave an outline. You see what it's done?
Mm-hmm.
But you wanted to write it up, right? Right?
Yes.
That's fine, but it tells me, but I want a little more detail. So it's all right. It's got 13 slides. Now, write the content for each slide, but reduce the slide. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Write the content. I'm going somewhere with these words for each slide. You see what it did? It actually expanded. I said, write the content. By not telling it, it just gave me an outline. But now I said, write the content. Slide 2, bam. It means it gives you details. It writes it out for you. It expands on it. So when you use terms like write the content, so if you have like a presentation you're doing, it'll give you this outline and it'll give you a structure, but you're like, okay, but I need you to write it out. Tell it write the content for each slide. So there are keywords that AI uses. They go, oh, okay, so you want me to write it all out. Oh, okay, cool. Now you can say, how about this? For those of you that are teachers and educators, it's like convert into a online course with 4 modules. And it's basically going to do the same thing, but just structured in a different way. Okay, it gave an outline, but what if I wanted to write it all out? You just say, write the content for each module. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Let me pause. Crystal, are you with us or are you frozen? Okay, there you go. You were like, let me pause. Am I making any sense to you all? Talk to me, please.
Hey, Jeff, can I ask you a question? Could you have asked that to convert that into a PowerPoint presentation?
Sure. Just say convert into that. I ain't gonna over.
Mm-hmm.
Now you mean the actual file, the actual PowerPoint file?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've done it
Okay.
where I said format it and convert it into a Word presentation or an Excel, and it's done that. I was curious if it
Yes.
did that. PowerPoint.
Okay. Yeah. And I believe, hang on, it's analyzing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was 13 slides, so it was reducing it down to 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, and it gives you the link.
And it gives you the link. Do y'all see this?
Yeah.
And it created the link to PowerPoint. So if I click that, it downloaded it. Can y'all see this PowerPoint?
And that's what I was looking for. Okay, I like it.
So now y'all know how to use the kitchen at the church. Don't be in there messing up. Let me pause here. Helpful. Pastor Rex, any of this helpful?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Which program are you using right now? I'm driving.
I'm only using ChatGPT. Now, do any of y'all use any of the others like Gemini or Claude? Now, I'm going to tell you, listen, I'm starting to think what I might want to do a deep dive on. Claude is amazing at writing. Claude writes it. Claude is amazing. It really, really, I just try not to throw it out a lot because to newbies, it can get overwhelming, all these different things. But those of y'all that are a little more advanced, if you want this writing and this output to be like killer, just take what you did here and do it in Claude. It's amazing. I want to show you something that ChatGPT has. Actually, all of them have. It's called projects. So y'all see what I got here, this Life Lab. I'm starting a new podcast called Life Lab with Dr. Jeff, where, I do a lot of different, I'm going to be interviewing people and, it's one of the podcasts we're doing. I'm interviewing people and we're talking about just life, business, health, different things. It's kind of a 360. So I created a folder or a project. This is a feature in ChatGPT for it, where within that project, you can add sources, kind of like Notebook LM, where my Notebook LM people is kind of like it, where you can add sources in it, and it's everything pertaining to my Life Lab podcast. So like, for instance, if I want to do a podcast on this, I can chat, say, research information on blah, 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 blah. And this is another feature of ChatGPT. It can search the web. Normally, chats, LLMs, these are called large language models. And I am going to start using terms like that because y'all need to know them. ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Claude, they are referred to as large language models just because they do a lot with language. A lot of these LLMs normally are based off a set of data that goes up to a certain time. Now they can search the internet live on the internet, so it can get current information. Another feature of ChatGPT, and I do believe this comes with the free one, you can turn on search and you can say, give me information on neuroscience and how positive affirmation affects the brain. Say, I want to do a podcast on that. I want to talk about how what you say rewires your brain, which it does. It'll give me research, and then I can say, convert it into a 10, 15-minute podcast. It'll give you show notes. It'll give you this. It'll give you that. Y'all with me? This is one of the features of ChatGPT. So anyway, how y'all feeling about those prompts? Prompting. Again, y'all want me to do one more before we go into the last part?
Powerful.
Y'all like it?
Are you able to do a demonstration on Claude versus ChatGPT?
I can. With the prompts?
Yes.
Sure. Let me pull Claude up because I have Claude too. This is where my money be going. This is why I'm gonna have to make some French fries or something. Because this ain't gonna work. Oh, here's a tool. Y'all know I showed y'all this last time. If you are like, you may really appreciate this, Jermaine, because I know Jock lost his mind. It's called Chat Playground. You get all of them in one space. You get ChatGPT, Gemini, all Grok, all of them in one place. I don't know why I didn't show y'all this back in February, bro. Let me log in. So what I'm going to show you is, let me just go. Okay. All right, come out of that. Where's my login? Chat. So it's called chatplayground.ai. And it's a space that has all of the, where's my login? Oh, I don't know why they won't put it in the right place. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to show you in just 1 second. You play too much. There we go. So we're going to put them all side by side. You're logged in. Yeah, that's fine. Just take me to my account. So it's called Chat Playground. You can get all four of them. So we're going to do ChatGPT, Google Gemini. I'm going to select 4. Can y'all see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Claude. There's Claude Sonnet. You got all these models. And it's for like, I think $30 a month. It used to be 20, but it's gone up. But go back to the playground. Claude, Perplexity is another one I talk about, but let's just do 3. So what was it? Let's go back to ChatGPT and brainstorming. We would talk, it was the church leadership thing, right? Yeah. All right. So let me upload the doc. I don't know if it will, where am I? Yep. All right. So let me upload my document. There's the kitchen policies. So it's going to give me all 3. I'm going to compare. You can always change them. So let's see what happens. Oh, let me. And you can put them all side by side. You can see which one gives you the best. Then we're going to do the image and take questions or whatever we want to do. Let me make sure. Is this helpful, y'all? Why are we waiting for that to generate? Is this helpful?
Oh,
yes. All of it.
Definitely.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay. Mr. Morris, you with us?
Yes, sir. I'm here with you.
Can you see any of this we doing, or are you riding?
Oh, I can see it all. No, I can
okay.
see
Is
it
this helpful, or it doesn't?
very much so?
Okay.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. I like feedback, so I pick on people that don't say nothing.
Are you good?
Wait a minute, Mr. Liddell, you quiet today. I don't know why. It's normally don't move that slow. I don't know if a lot of people are on the servers, but let's just give it a minute. While that's going, I'll come back to it. I want to start rocking a little bit. We'll let that cook. Yeah, it must be a lot of people using the service. So, but we'll come back to it. I'll let it rock. I'll let it cook. So let's do AI art. These are some examples of what I created. Now, let me tell y'all, I put this post out earlier today. I failed art. I failed art in school. I think the highest grade I got is a D. The whole stickman thing was probably the best I could do. But man, the thing with AI allows you to take a prompt. And this looks complicated, but it really isn't, because AI can help you write the prompt. But here's it. I said, create the following image, generate an exceptionally realistic image portraying a 24-8-year-old African-American male speaking in front of a group of youth, yada, yada, yada. Now, this is a lot. You like, I can't do all that. Don't worry. It gets better. Here's another prompt. Something simple. Create an image of adults in a night class. Continue an education program with the teacher next to them tutoring. Students are of various nationalities. The instructor is African-American, and there are also computers in this classroom. The thing behind AI art, it still requires a prompt. There are components to it that we're going to go over in a second, but just think of what you got in your head. Think of your vision of what you want to see. And if you came to me in my office again and says, I need you to, whether it's a logo, whether it's, I want to get this and I'm going to blow it up and go to FedEx and blow it up and put it on my wall. I want to do this. I did all this with a prompt.
And that's what was happening to me the past 2 weeks, where I created 2 logos and I said exactly what I wanted, and it was pretty much 90% exactly what I was looking for. And then I had to do what you was doing, where you sort of expound on what you had already prompted it with to sort of fine tune it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so here's something else I did. I did a photorealistic, keywords play a part. I'm going to show y'all this in a minute. Keywords play a part. Photorealistic image of a group workout session with a Latin female instructor. I'm sorry, y'all. The class consists of college level training. So you got college students, Latin instructor. I said, change the environment to outside Chicago, so it changed the background. Then I just put a simple, this is where we're going to start, because y'all going to give me some stuff and we're going to build off of it. The Batmobile stuck in Los Angeles traffic, impressionist painting wide shot. All this plays a part. Keywords. I'm going to come back to that. And here's one that I had AI generate for me. I found, and you can Google, or you can get out there, give me some prompts for AI images. And a lot of stuff I just found out on the internet, All right. So let's break down some stuff here. Remember, there was a formula for prompts. There's a little bit of a formula for image prompts. And you're going to use this. And I'm basing this on this article here. This is a really good article. And let me see if that's cooked yet. What just happened? Oh, I shouldn't have went from the page. I'm going to come back to this, guys. I'm going to show you the various version. Let me finish up here and then we'll come back to this. So this is a really good resource for helping you write your prompts for image. I found this and I included it. Art style. All those comments were the styles. Photographic, photorealistic. This is what it looks like. Can y'all see? Everybody still with me? I want to make sure y'all can still see.
Yep.
Anime. Everybody's doing anime. You can say, here's the prompt. An anime, a portrait, portrait of whatever, anime, whatever. Neon punk, that's another style. I never heard of that, but that's fine. But those are styles. So you want to, you can start it by saying starting with a style. I use this a lot, photorealistic. That's what this one, must got a lot of processes going in the background. But that's what this one is. A photo, photogenic, photorealistic, because it looks very realistic. See those keywords that you use? And this document has that. This has all those keywords. And the more you know about art, if you like an art person or a photographer, Tanya will be real good because she knows that. You know certain words that are used, especially if you're in the arts like that. This is an oil painting. So now you may want it to look like an oil painting. This is a watercolor portrait. This is fantasy art. See, I don't know this stuff. I ain't art, but these are ways to get the looks. Here's a pencil sketch. So if maybe you're doing a logo, you want a pencil sketch. We're getting ready to do something together. All this, and you've got this. And then the subject is, in this case, a young woman, blah, blah, blah. The backdrop, that's the environment, like I had on my other one in Chicago at the lakefront. All those things, just whatever you can imagine, and you may have to tweak it a little bit. But this is how prompting of AI art works. So what I'm going to do is take some of these prompts that we created and we're going to build upon them.
Jeff, can I ask you a question real quick?
Absolutely. Stop me.
Might sound like really, really whatever, but are these images that they're creating, and are they real people, or is it a combination of people?
No, they're not real people. No, they're not real people.
So I can use any of the art that it creates.
Absolutely. Yes.
In public.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's what's the cool thing about this. Because like I said, I'm on the media side too, and I'm always trying to create content. So it creates images. I can get AI music, so I can have musical background. I don't have to worry about clearing all of that.
Got it. I'm sorry. I was reading the list. Yes. So like this looked like a real person. I don't know who that is. I don't even think it exists. It's just some AI created from a combination of information, and that's a little more technical. But yes, you can use these. Let's go. Let's play. Here's the great thing. And chat, for those of you that have to go, there'll be a replay, and just subscribe to my YouTube channel. And when I upload it, you'll know. But you can create in ChatGPT image. I don't know if y'all knew this. Did y'all know that ChatGPT create images now? Yes. So I am in, and I believe you got to have the paid version for this. But we're going to say create an image. Now, I didn't create these in ChatGPT. I created these images in Google Gemini. Because it has its own. Sorry, Google. What? Google heard me talking. I created this in Google Gemini, but I'm going to see, just kind of like we were doing with Claude, I'm going to create these in the others. And then there's another free tool I'm going to show you that where you can create that. It's really, really good. It's one of the top ones. So let's take some of my prompts. Let's see what we know what Google Gemini did. Let's see how to do this. And then y'all going to give me something. We're going to create something. Let's do it in ChatGPT. Let's create an image. Y'all see what I'm doing?
Yep.
I told it to create an image. So I just took my prompt, see what it does. Again, I created those in Google. I didn't create it. Let's see what ChatGPT does. And like with any prompt, if you don't like it, you get to, I don't like this. I don't like this. Do this, do that. And it's getting a lot better. There are going to be times it nails it, no matter how you prompt it. Then there's sometimes like, okay, it's not quite what I want, but we'll do this. But the technology is getting, as this old lady in my church to say, gooder and gooder. So this is why I put it in different ones, because y'all saw what Gemini did. This is how ChatGPT interpreted the prompt. Wow, you see that? Now I could tell it says, let me know if you like. I could say, have the instructor face the Have the instructor face the class. Y'all see what I'm doing here? Now y'all tell me the next thing you want to do. Let's work with this one. Then we're going to create something just off the cuff. It seems we have an issue. Okay, see, and here it goes. This is the technology still being new, but you got to keep tweaking it. So it says, seems to be an issue. I'll need to correct it and attempt again. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Try again. Okay, there's something wrong with it. Okay, ChatGPT didn't like it. Let's go to another one. Let's see. Maybe ChatGPT is having some issues or something with their server or something. I'll let that do what it's going to do. So here's the tool. It's free, Leonardo.ai. I'll add the link to the doc. Let's take the same thing. It's Leonardo.ai. And we're going to go to image. Oh, these some images I was playing with. I made a logo for the Mavericks, y'all. Oh yeah, I got to show y'all that one too. I did use the prompt for that. So let's it'll give you like 30 free credits a month. You get to pick the size over here, how large, number of images it'll generate. You get to pick which one. Am I going too fast? Is this okay?
You're good.
Okay. So it gave you 4 examples. Remember my prompt, create an image of adults in a night class. And the students are of various nationality. The instructor is African American, and there are also computers in this classroom. But you get an idea. Okay, let's create something. Which I want to create. It doesn't have to be intricate and deep. What's in your head?
Hey,
What kind of thing? Go ahead.
If I wanted to do something like, I know the style would be like an artist, Amari Booker. Can we say something like that, or does that seem like a violation? Because it's
no. Let me see. Create in the style of the artist named. What's his name?
Omari, Omari Booker.
Let's see if it knows it, because sometimes if it may say, hey, depending on the data program. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know his work, so you'd have to tell me if this did a good job of it or not.
Yeah.
If it did a good job. Are y'all enjoying this? Is this helpful? Is this good? Pastor Rex?
Always.
Excellent.
Yes, sir. Very good.
Okay. Now, Karen, you got to tell me.
Oh, because it was doing it on the same, based on the other prompt you had. Which
okay. So
right.
Okay. So why don't I just say, create how about this? A random image of a cat on the moon in the style of, let's do that. How about that?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if you got something better, I'm fine with it. We'll just...
Oh, I can't think. It's Saturday, but that works. We can make that work.
I like dogs better.
All right, fine. We'll have a dog on the moon.
I don't know you yet, Anthony, but okay.
Fine. And then I'm going to copy this to try ChatGPT, Google, Gemini. They all have image creators. Now, like the main one is called Midjourney. I like Leonardo because it's kind of more user friendly.
Mm.
But I can go to Midjourney and show you. I do want to show you something with Midjourney. You know what? Let me look up Cory Booker.
Omari. Yeah. It's hard to see because I've only seen a few pieces of his work.
So his work, so here's something, let's do this. So his work is kind of, what would this style be called? How about this? I'm going to save this image.
Oh, and okay, I like
and
this.
upload it.
Yeah.
And so let's see. Let's go to Chat GPT and see if it, what did I do with it? Oh, wait a minute. It's having so many doggone files. There it is. This is analyze this image. What artistic style? Y'all see what AI can do?
Okay.
How
See where you're
is
going.
it? Yeah, AI it can analyze stuff. It can, and pretty much all of them can do this. I think Claude can do it too. I don't know. Did I lose you, Jermaine? Okay, don't let me forget about coming back to Claude. Wow, it knows who it is. Oh, it has his name. I was getting ready to say it knows. The style of the painting can be described as contemporary figurative art with elements of expressionism. I don't know about art. That's why I failed. Here's a breakdown. So say, this is great. This is good. This is the power of AI. What if you want to recreate this? You need a prompt, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Can you reverse engineer this image to get the prompt? Reverse engine, you can, so it can reverse engineering. You understand what concept is? It would have taken a prompt to create it. So now you have the end result. You want to reverse and say, take the end result and give me the prompt, or give me a prompt that will recreate.
Creators. Wow.
So you can reverse engineer with AI, not just with imaging. You can reverse engineer a lot of stuff. You can have an end product and say, reverse engineer and give me the prompt to create this. Let's see what it does. Let's see how well it does. Wow. So, y'all see what has happened? Let's try it out. Let's see what happened. So now, I'm going to put this in Gemini. I'm going to see what Gemini does. And then we'll try Chat GPT. Y'all liking this?
Love it.
The power of AI.
Yeah, this is good.
Dr. Jeff,
Yes.
how are you moving it between the two programs? It doesn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in my Chrome. Okay, we're gonna make them black. Look, I'm in Chrome, but I got my different tabs. So I have Gemini open, and then I got Chat GPT. I got a lot of tabs open.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yes. So are you copying it and then putting it?
Oh,
in?
yes, sir. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Let me slow down. So we were in Chat GPT, and it created the prompt. Okay, you see this?
Yes.
I copied it and I put it in Gemini because I want to see how would Gemini interpret it. And that's what Gemini did. Now let's do it in ChatGPT. I should have just stayed there. I copied the same prompt because it gave me the prompt now, and I could have just said, do it, but I'm just going to copy it. Let's see what ChatGPT does. And then we're going to put it in Leonardo. Okay, it didn't like it. Please allow me. ChatGPT is having a bad day. So let's see what Leonardo does. Wait, let me. So if you see an image out there, a logo, thumbnail, do y'all know what a thumbnail is?
Still picture in front of a video or whatever.
Yeah, it's that image of YouTube, that like cover that when you go to YouTube and you see somebody's picture like this, or that's called a thumbnail.
Incredible. Wow.
And this is what it did.
Can you change that to a black man?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go. change the character. Well, let me use the verbiage. Hang on. Change the subject. That's the word I'm looking for. Because I want to try to use the verbiage that makes sense to the subject. Yep. Change the subject to a middle-aged African American. Where was I? Change the subject to a let's say female. I'm all about empowerment. Or should I say young?
That's fine. We can roll with that.
I don't want to get beat up. You see, you ain't got. I got to deal with.
You know what you're trying to poke. Stop it.
You know, I know.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So here's something else you can do. So here is my flyer. This is the flyer I had for this event. Okay. And sometimes you have to tell it, but you know, it says, what do you want me to do? Generate the content for social media to promote this event. So somebody makes your flyer, upload the flyer, and ChatGPT can do this too. And I just got, it gave me, can y'all see this?
Mm-hmm.
It gave me two options for social media. Short Suite for Twitter, Instagram. Ready to navigate the AI revolution? Join J-Rob United's free webinar, blah, blah, blah. May 10th, 2025. Learn to craft. It read my prompt. It read the image and created content for social media, LinkedIn, Facebook. Can y'all see this? I'll hold off. Pastor Rex, can you see what I'm doing?
Yes, I have a question too.
Sure.
So is this only in the paid version?
Good question. Let me switch over to the unpaid. It's $20 a month. If you're gonna jump into AI, I would say it's worth it, but let's see, because you want to play with it first to see. I'm gonna just hang on. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna open this up really quick. Let me see if it'll do it. I've just got a free version on another screen, and I'm just looking right now. Oh, that's Gemini. Well, hang on. Let me go to ChatGPT. Oh, well, Google Gemini free version do it. Let me go to my free version of ChatGPT.
I'm sorry, Gemini real quick.
Maybe a little bit later.
Well, I have a free version of Gemini as well, so that's fine.
Oh, okay. But let me just bring up ChatGPT, because if Gemini does it, I would imagine ChatGPT can do it too. Hold on.
Where that money at?
Who got that money? Hello. Go on mute for me, please, whoever that is. You don't mind. Who's on? Somebody, I need you on mute, please.
Jermaine.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, the free version does it too. I pulled up the free. Oh, wait. Yeah, so here it is. With the free version of ChatGPT, it's saying a lot of people are creating images now. So this might take a bit. So you get limited amount. So yes, you can do it on the free version. They give you a limited amount of images you can create, and you definitely are on the bottom of the totem pole as far as in line to create it. And I got the paid version and it still didn't finish. So obviously a lot of people are creating images on ChatGPT and their servers are full. But to answer your question, yes, you can do it on the free version.
So I can take any flyer, upload it, and ask it to create content around the flyer.
Yeah, create content for social media. Or you can say create content for Facebook. You can be specific. But
Okay.
yes. Yep.
Great, thanks.
Let me pause. Talk to me, y'all.
I have a question. Can you take an existing image and change the background in Chat GPT? So say I have a picture of me standing in front of a restaurant, and I want to take that picture of me and change the background to me standing like on the beach where you have in your background currently. Can you do that?
Hold please. Let me pull up an image. You know what? Let's use this guy. Let's use brother man here. Change. So we got this guy here, right? It's going to ask me what you want to do. What do you want to do? What do you want to change the background? What do you want to do? What you want him on the beach? You want him?
Yeah, you could just change it to standing in front of Times Square.
Okay. This is, so if the servers are busy, it may be a little slow, but let's see what it does. Okay, it's coming. I have the paid version, and must be a lot of people doing stuff. So have y'all thought about, we're pretty much coming to the end here, and I'll take questions and whatever it is y'all want to do after this, but be thinking about what you want to do on the 19th. What's that focal point? Do we want to dive deep into Chat GPT? You want to do, just be thinking about that, and I'm gonna come to that in a minute. Can you see it? Can you see what it's doing, Anthony?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's coming slow, but it's coming.
If you have a Chat Playground version that you're paying for, do you get the paid version of Chat GPT?
Yeah, you do. The only thing is some of the features like the projects and stuff like that don't come with it, but you can fully, you can do all of the text and all of that with ChatGPT, just like certain features you don't get. But you know what?
Okay.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
Good.
That's nice.
So wait a minute, let me see. Okay, it changed his face a little bit, but that's really good. Well, no. It's still this, yeah.
Still look the same.
Yeah, it still look the same. Yeah. This is good. What y'all think?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Dr. Jeff, I got a question for you too.
Yeah, that's Jermaine. Yeah. And we're gonna don't let me forget to come back to Claude. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. If you was to ask AI, what does the world look like based upon its observation? What does the world look like to it in 2025? Do you think it would would it give it like a breakdown? Have you ever done talk to it from that angle?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let's from January 1st to currently, right now, what does the world look like to them?
Next 10 years?
Yeah.
Be honest.
I said, give your assessment of what the world will look like in the next 10 years. Be honest and share what you think I should do to prepare. Can y'all see this? In the next 10 years, the world will be shaped by major technological, social, environmental, and geopolitical shifts. Here is my assessments of key trends that could define this period, along with some recommendations on how you can prepare. Technological advancements, AI and automations, of course, quantum computing, yeah, digital currency and blockchain, virtual and augmented reality, what you should do. Embrace AI and automation, learn blockchain basics, upskill and reskill as jobs evolve or disappear. Focus on developing skills that AI can't easily replace, such as creative thinking, leadership, complex problem solving. Keep learning, especially in tech-driven areas. Whatever, y'all can read. I'm getting stuck here. What y'all think? Again, you can talk to this. This is so, and I want to share something too. I know Kobe's like, what? This is just, and as much as I'm excited, and I'm also always going to share the great, I also want you to know what's going on. There are AIs out here that I don't know if you know. I spoke at a school in Nashville back in December, and I think I shared with some of you all. There are AI boyfriend and AI girlfriends. And I don't know, it made the news once where an AI boyfriend told a girl who was depressed that she should kill herself. What you guys do need to know that because of what we just did here, a lot of our youth are engaged with AI boyfriends. They don't even have a real boyfriend. They have an AI boyfriend named John, and they interact like this. So understanding that this technology is out there, especially if those of you that have kids, especially young and teenage kids, be mindful and always be cognizant of their usage of AI. When I spoke at this school, one of the counselors was telling me, she said, I love it. She said, but one of the girls came talk to me and she was telling me that her AI boyfriend told her she should probably kill herself because she said she was depressed. And it wasn't this one that made the news, but it was another similar situation. And she said she thought the girl was talking about a boy and couldn't find out it was talking about her AI boyfriend. So just be aware, especially those of you that have kids and different things like that, of this. While y'all just asked if this could be possible, many of the youth already know this exists, and they have dialogue and interaction because it can emulate human conversation to some extent. Thoughts? Because I always want to share the whole thing of AI. I don't want to just talk about how great it is, because I think it is. But also I want everyone to be aware, especially if you have children. Had any of y'all heard of that? Is this the first time you heard it?
First
I
time.
had not, but that definitely triggers the need for workshops related to AI and youth interaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotional effects of AI.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I am doing, I'm adding that to, I plan to add it to future sessions where I go speak, because I want to find where these sites are and these AI tools that are doing it, so that parents can say, hey, if you see this on your kid's credit card statement or whatever on their phone, this app, understand that this is what it is. And just be mindful of it.
I believe also with proper education and proper conversation with your children, always is the best tool for anything to prevent them from not trying anything. And especially with me and my daughter, we have daily sits down when like no devices. We just sit down, have an interaction with each other, and also between me and her mother, we do scan her iPad to make sure that there isn't anything on there that would be bullying, peer bashing, or anything of that nature. So
that's good. And yeah, I'm not trying to, like you said, thank you, Kobe, not trying to say go beat up your children. This is about awareness. This is why I'm adamant that we got to know about AI, just for those reasons, as well as all these great ways to use it. You also need to know how to protect yourself and your family from it. One of the reasons I spent time on voice cloning. We did voice cloning last month, Jermaine. Remember, we did a little bit of the session. We dug in last month. But I want to do that because there are voice clones out there that are calling your aging parents, and it sounds like you, and it's saying, "Hey, Jermaine, call the mama. Mama, this is Jermaine. I need you to cash at me $300 because I'm lost. Oh no, baby, give me the cash, and so you need to be aware of those kind of things so that you can share with your loved ones and friends. So this is why we do what we do. So let's pause here. This was a lot. What y'all think about what we did today?
Awesome, because this is exactly where I was at as far as the prompting. Because I, like I said, after our last session, I say, let me start using these free credits and start going in. And this is the stage where I said is really fine tuning the prompting, especially knowing now this format with the content, the persona, that really helps break down how to put the prompt together. Because I haven't seen that before.
Yeah. Can someone that prompts a lot maybe share some tips? I know I've given stuff there's a whole lot of ways to do it. Jermaine, I know you do a lot, and Queenie, you do a lot, and Kobe, any first of all, Pastor Rex, I know you're moving. Was this helpful for you?
Yes, absolutely. I did have a couple of questions.
Okay, let me get your question because I know you're moving. I'm gonna come back to you, Jermaine. Go ahead, Pastor.
Okay, you mentioned a couple of other programs. You mentioned Gemini, you mentioned Runway, and then I had a question about MJ and Suno. Are those programs? Is each program dedicated or to a particular type of content?
Yeah. Now, MJ, I got to see what that is. I hadn't heard, or maybe I've heard of it, just didn't know it was called MJ. I've heard of Runway. I've heard of Suno. Suno has been something we've talked about. So Suno creates, well, here's the truth, y'all. A lot of them are starting to be areas of gray. Suno started off just as music, just creating music and writing songs, and now it can kind of create animations and different things like that. Is doing things, but Suno is primarily music. Let me just say that. Runway does video and imaging. It's kind of like the thing to Midjourney. Midjourney is kind of like the king, so to speak, of AI.
That's the MJ.
Midjourney. Okay. Yeah.
It just shows on my app that's MJ.
Okay. Yeah. Midjourney is like the king of what we did here. It can be very, very, very detailed. And I'm gonna show y'all something in Midjourney in a minute. But yeah, so that's why one of the things we talked about, and I talked about this even in Jersey, is to have a toolkit. Like, if you want to do text and writing, you need something like ChatGPT or Claude. ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. It's just excellent for that. But now it's doing imaging, and now it's doing video. But their primary focus is for writing. So you got to have an LLM like ChatGPT, Gemini. Then you want something for audio like 11 Labs. Then you want something it depends on what it is you're doing with your life. But yes, they all kind of serve a specific purpose with sprinkles of cross-pollinate a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We hadn't even got on podcasting, but we did a lot of that, even some of that, even in 11 Labs. I showed them how to do a podcast without ever recording and step into a mic. Just put a text in, So imagine if we clone your voice and now you got your YouTube channel and you putting out your messages, your inspiring messages all you do is type it up, put it out there, bam, add some text and some video and whatever, and boom, you have a weekly YouTube channel that you never recorded. So you do need a tech toolkit with maybe I would say 1 to 4 apps that kind of encompass everything you need to do. It's just knowing that, okay, this is where I want to go, that kind of thing. I hope I answered your question. I think I talked too long on that.
No, that was good.
Just to piggyback on what you say, like I have like 3 primary programs I use because I do music and videos, and all my programs have AI features, but each one sort of helps me streamline everything and the type of content that I put together because each one special, like you were sort of asking, each one I can do it on all of them, but certain programs it's better because it's more specialized in that field, and I just use them all together to create the content I need.
And which 3 are those, Mr. Holmes?
Well, for me, like for video editing, I use Filmora because Filmora for me is like the Windows of video editing because it's very, very, very user friendly. So I can put videos in there. It has the transition, everything I need to make very quality broadcast quality production video, and it's very easy. Like all this other stuff, it's like I got to go to school to learn how to do video anywhere. Filmora is very, very user friendly. Then I have Create Studio, which uses animation. So it creates animated video for me, and I can add text to it, and the text will sync. I can have the animated characters, which I can also customize, speak my text, and its speak will be in sync with whatever text I put into it. So I use that along with Filmora. So just things
Thank you,
like
Janice. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was telling Janice, thank you. She left.
Yeah, but yeah, so like those are like my two powerhouse programs because I do a lot. My focus has been video content and music.
So in order to use these programs as a cross-pollination, as Dr. Jeff said, do you have to buy a particular program where they are all included in that program? Or should you buy them separately?
Most of them probably are separate. You can find, I think they all are separate. If you're looking to like, hey, is there one place I can do this and not deal with all this? Then we'd have to kind of shop around again for some tools. So like if you're going to do video editing and you're going to do this, that, and the other, then it's like, okay, let's see what tool kind of does that. Gives you the most bang for your buck. But for the most part, the best, I'd say the closest tool that does a lot of this for beginners is Canva.
Yep. I use Canva too. That's my third program.
Canva is the closest tool that does
video, does
text,
imaging,
create imaging,
logos, everything.
Yep. So I have Canva, but I haven't figured out how to use the AI part yet.
Okay.
And I do use Canva.
It's the same thing because Canva just added the AI feature. So it's the same thing where we just learned today, the prompting.
We can go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We can go over some of that. I was thinking of adding Canva to one of these sessions because I know lots of people use Canva.
When I click Canva and I see that AI with it, it's something I'm not doing right.
So. Yeah, Canva is a lot. It's got a lot, and it's easy to. They got so much. You can easily get swallowed up. And I look at Canva sometimes like, okay, I'll get to that later.
So my question to you, Jeff, was going to be, what would be for a person who just wants to have video, audio, language, imaging, and then one other random, what would be your top 5?
You gotta have a large language model. So ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. I would recommend this chat playground that I guess everybody's busy. But reason why, and I'm not saying chat playground because I have an affiliate link. It's not because of that, but it's only because you get all of them in one space. And I'm gonna try to go back to it, Jermaine. But you get all of them in one space, and it gives you the updated versions of Claude and the updated versions of ChatGPT and Gemini and Grok and all the new ones that come out. And it does have some image editing. I'll show y'all in a minute. So you need a large language model like that. Then if I say Canva's going to give you a lot, and it's real, for flyers, for things like that, and even with newsletters, video. It does video editing, and it's gotten even better. It's getting better. You got to have Canva. I say everybody should have Canva in their toolkit. So you have an LLM like Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Canva, 11 Labs. 11 Labs is the best to me. There's several of them out there. 11 Labs, and I think it kind of, I say for anybody coming into it, those 3. I may be missing one.
And then for presentations, what? Notebook LM?
Well, yeah, you got Notebook LM is just like your research tool. You're kind of all for presentations. Gamma. Here, let me show you.
Gamma.
This one, I'm actually going to do a session on this one. Gamma is it? Oh my God, and it's free. It has a free version. I haven't done an affiliate link on that, but yeah, Gamma can take a prompt. Let me show you. Are y'all busy too? Hold on. Right. Everybody busy today.
Because there's so much out there.
Yes, it can be overwhelming and frustrating at the same time.
I'm kind of looking at.
So Gamma is a free. Am I okay? Let me make sure I got the right website. Oh, I can stop typing same one. Yeah, Gamma AI. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Hold on. Gamma.app. Okay, that's why I was typing it wrong. Okay, so yes, I would say for presentations, absolutely. And even too, got to keep in mind too, the other ones like ChatGPT can help you create presentations that you copy into Gamma. But Gamma, you can do a blank presentation like anything else and build it yourself, or you can come in here and you can how to use Bitcoin, and it will create it for you. It creates a web page, it creates a document, it does, and Gamma, and it's free. You get free, you can play with it, and I think it's like $8 a month or something like that. And I think the free gives you 8 cards. I think it's okay. Yep, you go to 10 for free. You put all the tone, and I'm gonna leave it as is.
Okay.
And this is the theme. It gives you the theme you pick out. I like that. Let's stick with that. And you go generate, and it's gonna go. So it's like ChatGPT meets PowerPoint. So you tell it the subject, or if you already created, remember we created that PowerPoint in ChatGPT?
Yeah.
You cut and paste that in here, and it'll put it all together for you.
Look at that.
Look what it does. Gamma is presentation. I knew it was one more presentation. It's free. And I think it's we'll look at the price. I think it's like $10 a month. But I would always start with free.
Because I want a budget, create a budget for my monthly whatever AI tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Because
there's so many out there. You'll be needing a job at McDonald's like I do.
Sort of like going to like what the minister was talking about, I would say play around, because it's getting to the point where all of them pretty much do the same thing. Because like I said, one was specifically doing other stuff, but now they're starting to incorporate everything. So it's going to get to the point where they all do the same thing. So now it'll come down to the point of you picking the program that works best for you. Like you were saying, Canva's a little confusing for you.
Bloated.
Yeah. So it'll be like finding the programs that works best for you and then investing in those programs.
And Canva, because I have it with the church account, it's free. You get the pro for free.
Yeah, and take all the free ones.
But
yeah, now here's my advice on all of that, everybody. Do not buy unless like that deal I showed you with AppSumo, do not pay that yearly fee. And I'm gonna tell you why for any AI tool. Exactly for what Albert said. And I know you said, yeah, but you can save 30% if I pay for it for the whole year. The reason is there's a new AI tool that's gonna come out in 2 months that you're gonna be like, God, dog it, I just spent this $300 for this year, and here's another tool that's easier and better. Unless you know this is a tool that is like a ChatGPT, something like that. If you want to pay that for the year, I don't even think they have a yearly plan. I would do that, those, because you're going to always use the LLM. But all these other ones, I would do the monthly personally until oh, this is my baby. This is my baby right here. And then you can switch over to the yearly. But I always advise, there's only maybe one or two tools in my toolbox that I do the yearly. And one of them is Riverside, because I love Riverside. I can record podcasts. I can do all that with it. I love Riverside. So I went and paid that because I plan to keep that for a minute. But like I even did it with my Zoom, and then come to find out I had Google Meet for free, and I had another one. It was just like, I ain't doing that no more. I'm just do this monthly or cut some of these out. So that's just my advice on that. But y'all see Gamma? Did you see this, Karen? And you can take what we created and put it in there, and you can edit this presentation.
Yeah, I like that. I just flipped that to Janice just now.
Oh, okay. Gamma is amazing. It is amazing, and it can design websites. So it can give you a layout for a website, all of that. And I still have the free version because again, I'm at a point where it's like, if I need to use it more before I start paying, because I will go broke. But let's talk. And what am I missing? Oh, we want to see that in Claude. So for some reason that other document wouldn't load, Jermaine. But what I'm gonna do, let me try it again. It gave me errors, but we were uploading the kitchen. I don't know why it failed. Okay, so I grabbed another document. This is a how-to for Akoya, which is a social media thing. It posts to all your social media accounts at one time. So the key is to get AI to pay for itself. I know that's right. So I'm going to upload it and tell it to analyze, and then we're going to do, what did we do? We did a course in the other one, right? What did we do, Jermaine? I was trying to remember. I can't hear you, bro, if you're talking.
I know one of the things that stuck out to me that you went over, I think it was in the LM note thing.
Notebook LM?
Yeah, where we like how it breaks things into mind mapping.
Oh, okay. So y'all playing. You know, Google's my favorite. Y'all playing little games up in here. All right.
Yeah.
Karen, you're gonna really like this one if you hadn't heard of it. Notebook LM is my ultimate favorite research tool. So it's a free tool by Google. Of course, I have a pay version. But you can so let's take that document. Maybe it'll act right now. You can upload sources to it, and you can talk with it. You can extract from it. You can create things with it. You can create a podcast. It can break into a mind map. So let's take my church kitchen. We'll try this kitchen thing again. Oh, okay. The church kitchen standards. Now it can create a whole mind map from this. And I'm going to show you other things it can do. It's an amazing, excellent research tool. So here's the purpose, and it breaks it down. And then if you click in it, provide food service for church events, spirit of excellence. These are all the different categories. And if you click part of the mind map, then it takes you to more detail, and it provides sources. So if I wanted to create a presentation, if I could spell 8 slides, I'm just going to say that. No, let's say 10. I can prompt it just like I did everything else. Or I can say, turn this into a 10-slide presentation, just to show you some of the features of Notebook LM. Now, I just uploaded, our church kitchen standard. Okay. Yeah. Great. So it turned this into a presentation. Slide 1, whatever. Same thing. Remember I said, write the content for each slide. And it's now the difference with Notebook LM and ChatGPT, it only does it based off the sources you give it. I'm putting quotes on what I'm getting ready to say. It does not go out and search the internet. It's only on this what makes it a lot more accurate. It does not go out and search the internet until now. Now Notebook LM can go out and search the internet. It just upgraded it. So now you can tell it, go get me some sources. I don't have to go look for them now. Go get me some sources. So now I got the kitchen operating procedures, but maybe I wanted to just find some sources on kitchen furniture, kitchen stoves for large churches. Now it goes out, it's going to pull resources in, find resources. So now Notebook LM can go to the internet, y'all. Those that started with me, and get you resources. And you can upload documents. So now here's all the sources, and you get to select which ones you want. I can import all of them or none of them. You can also add YouTube videos. So you paste the link. Remember, Google owns YouTube. And then it's added to your source. So let's just say I don't know, I'm going to go to YouTube. And you love it. Living Single is doing a podcast. Sorry. I went down a rabbit hole watching that last night. Kitchen furniture ideas. So let's say, okay, here's a video on kitchen furniture ideas, let's say for business. Let's just say that. I want to add, so I want some furniture ideas for the church kitchen. So let's grab one of these videos. And how you do that, you click the 3 dots, share, copy. Now we're going back to Notebook LM. And we're going to add this video, YouTube, as a source. So now I can say, our kitchen, you can say recommend, I don't know, kitchen stoves that are trending. I don't know, come on. And it's going to still do it based on the sources that it provided. So it says, there's no information available that discusses stoves that are trending. Because remember, Notebook LM only does the sources you give it. The good thing about that, based on other LLMs, it makes your responses more accurate. So it says, you didn't give me any information on stoves that are trending. So now if I went out and found a website on business stoves that are trending, I can add the website. So let me just do that really quick, and then I'll take some more questions. Kitchen stoves for business that are trending. So let me find the best luxury appliances, commercial. I don't know. Let's just grab this website. And you can add this as a source. And it will, what they call crawl. It will scan or crawl, whatever you want to call it. You just said website. Now we got our church policies. We're just trying to find some new affordable stoves. So let's just say list kitchen stoves under $1,000. I need to tell y'all this real quick. This is it. We'll go down the rabbit hole. ChatGPT can help you decorate your house. You can take a picture of your apartment. So here's some. Well, okay.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I've done it.
I literally was just thinking about that, saying, you know what? I can go in there, take a picture, get the dimensions. I literally was sitting here thinking about that. Right.
So I'm sorry, Jermaine, you know we go down. Did I even come close to answer you? Yo, what did you want? I'm sorry, bro. What did you said you started and I just went, what did you want, man? I'm sorry.
No, you kind of covered it. At first I had asked you to show us some prompting in Claude, but it got kind of stuck. It got kind of stuck again.
Yeah. Let's see. So okay, so I don't know why my other document is not acting right. I'm gonna try one more again.
You was trying to, I think 3 of them at the same time. You was going to put prompts in, and it was going to show the difference that how each one of them would function.
So yes, yeah. I don't know why it got the chat playground acting funny, but here's what I can do. So let's do this. Let me get rid of that. So I'm gonna say create a presentation on kitchen stoves for businesses. Just like I would do in ChatGPT. And here's Claude's version. It's ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. Okay, we did a presentation. Let's do this. Explain, how about this? Bitcoin. Let's stay on kitchen chest. I'm pulling some now. It's breakdown. What did I tell it? Breakdown steps for choosing a kitchen stove for your business or church. So let's see what each one says. And I may not be giving it a fair prompt to Claude, but this is what I like about this tool, because I get to pick which one I want. Let me find where I started. Okay. So ChatGPT says assess your cooking needs, whatever. Google, okay, it didn't format it. It's all right. Let's see what Claude does. Oh, okay. Claude went in. Here's a comprehensive breakdown of the steps for choosing a kitchen stove for your business. Assess your needs. It breaks that down. Determine budget constraints. This is why I like Claude. Claude goes in on you. It gave a lot more detail. You see what these guys did just visually.
Yeah.
And Claude gave a lot more detail. 4, choose a type of stove. Pros, cons, gas stove, cons, electric stove, pros, cons, induction stove, pros, cons. So it did all that where it went into more detail. This is why you've heard people probably talk about Claude a lot more. Claude is really good at writing and then doing stuff. It just really went into more detail. This is, like I said, a tool like this, the regular price is, I think, $30 a month, but I think, well, you know what? I don't have the, let me see. I'll come back to it. If you're interested, I do have an affiliate link, but I think it's like $30. But, you can try it for free. And this also has imagery, which is called Flux, and it has Dolly 3, which is an old ChatGPT image creation. Flux is new, it's pretty good. So it comes with an image designer that you can play with. But anyway, this is a whole lot of tools. And of course, there's Leonardo. And that's free. They give you credits for free. You never have to buy it. If the free works for you, use it. And you can download all these. These are all yours to keep in Leonardo. So that's why I like to do a lot of free ones. And I would tell you guys before LLMs like ChatGPT, you should definitely buy it. I think you should definitely buy it, or if you use a tool like Chat Playground. But some of these other ones, if you can get free credits a month, use them.
So where can I redesign my house? That's the one I'm looking for.
Oh, Okay, let me find a picture of my apartment.
Because I need to do that. I'm struggling.
Hang on, let's try one. I have a picture of my apartment somewhere. Or let me just find a picture.
My thought was I was going to go and take a video of it's my kitchen, and then put the dimensions in and let it know what I'm trying to do. But I don't know where to do that.
Okay, so let me grab, y'all see what I'm doing? I'm gonna grab this one. I'll just grab an image. All right. So let me put it in. Let's try ChatGPT. Where's this? Where'd it go?
Right there, the red one. There we go.
So give some ideas. Let's do this. But let's say, so here it is. So it says, giving some idea. I said, I want to upgrade my kitchen. It says, looking at your kitchen, it already has a clean, modern design, but there are always ways to elevate it further. Here are a few suggestions, and it says the countertops, kitchen appliances, but let's take it further. Let's make it really looking at the existing kitchen, where would I put a lamp? I'm just going to say, let's just say a lamp. Where would I put a lamp?
And can it show you?
I'm trying to think. Let me see.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Hey, I did it to paint my house and to come up with a pantry redesign. And if you say create a digital mock-up of it, so once you give all the other, the digital create a digital mock-up, it will actually do that for you.
Oh, wow, Karen.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. A mock-up. You're right.
Yeah. I had like
Of
10 different colors for my house that I was able to easily pick once I
You're
saw
right.
it.
Thank you. Create a digital mock-up. See, this is why we're all here. Thank you. Thank you.
So did you take a picture of each corner of the room, or did you do a 3D?
For the house, I took multiple shots of the house.
Okay.
And I just put the pictures up. Now I know there's one that, I never thought about create a 3D digital mock-up. So that may be something.
Yeah. I should have called it that. 3D.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I love this. I'm so geeked out right now. This is just.
And see, this is good. So this is good. And here's what I need y'all to do. So I'm gonna email, and I meant to do it this earlier. I'm going to start a Facebook community for us. I want y'all to create stuff and let's put it out there. And are y'all cool with that?
Uh-huh.
Excellent. Yeah.
And let's like I told her to paint the cabinets blue. So there you go.
Wow.
Now that's totally mine. That's a man thing. I like that.
There's some actual apps that actually do it. It
is.
My wife we're doing our garage like that, and she took a picture and scanned the whole garage, and it created like the 3D, 4D, and 5D models.
And what app was that? Give me.
So I'm gonna you can put it in the chat. I'm gonna create the Facebook group called the AI Mavericks, Dr. Jeff's AI Mavericks, and let's periodically let's put this stuff out there, and that way it helps me get stuff out to y'all quicker instead of waiting once a month. But y'all first assignment is to create some images. I would really love for y'all to create some images and everybody post something out there. Because I want to see some results from some of these sessions, some of the work that you guys are doing. Thank you, Pastor Rex. He has to leave or has left. But yeah, put it in the chat, Jermaine, if you got it, or I will create the Facebook page today. Am I Facebook friends with all y'all? Well, I'll put a link in the email so y'all can get to it. What else y'all got? This was good. Hello?
Yeah,
Did I lose y'all? Oh, okay.
I need time to unmute.
And that's okay. I just, I listen, I can go on all day. Last month was 4 hours. We broke a record
It was long. I was at a funeral and everything.
Last month it was 4 hours. Karen, Ken, you still with us?
Thanks, Jermaine.
Yes.
Ken, did we lose you? He working probably.
No, I'm still here.
Okay. Has this been helpful, man, or has it been a lot too much?
No, it's been very informational. It's a lot going on here. So yeah, it's real fun. It's more educational. It's a lot I want to show some people, like my kids at church, some of the stuff, like you said, things that they need to know about. And maybe we can talk about some things, and maybe you can come and visit or something.
I'd love to. I would love to. Definitely. I would love to. So Albert created a logo. Yeah, I'm going to put this Facebook group together so we can share all this stuff and maybe we help each other out. Albert, what prompts did you give it?
Yeah, I told her, I said, I wanted a realistic looking 12-inch record with a black globe in the middle where the label should be. And it created that. And then I just added the text and layered it over the top. But when that prompt I used, and I asked her to give me 4 images, and that was one of the images.
Where did you use it? What tool?
Canva.
Canva
Came up. Canva gave me the initial image. So I got that image out of Canva and putting in that exact prompt.
I'm going to go ahead and create this page because when a lot of new stuff come out, I'll be thinking about y'all and I'll be like, man, I won't see them for about 3 weeks. So that's what made me think, I need to do a
Facebook page.
Yeah. So then I can look, y'all, and I can just do a video. Well, y'all got to go da. So just to kind of recap, go ahead, Jermaine. Go ahead. Go on.
I think so. One thing I do too is I create a lot of images because I do gospel house music. So I put different singles out. So I create the album covers in AI, and then I take it into Canva and I tweak it. So I'll erase, remove things, add different fonts and different things like that. So I do a lot of those things. So even on YouTube, all of my single things is done with AI, the imaging for it. And I just talk.
Yeah. Now, Jermaine, you have 2 Chicago people on here. Don't be playing talking about you doing some house now.
I was about to tell them, gospel house.
Don't be playing now.
That's what I do.
Don't play. Y'all can't.
But both of you do that? Oh, I need mixes. I need gospel house. Both of you. Yeah.
No, Queenie, they can, but they better come right. Don't play with me now.
Mine is called Dirty Church House Revival.
Dirty Church.
And I got 14 songs on all platforms. It's on
Tidal. We're gonna put this on the Facebook page.
Okay, because I need that today. So yeah.
Yeah.
That is my niche. My niche is gospel house. I'm a DJ, but my niche is gospel house.
Interesting.
So you got to look up Dirty Church House Revival, man. For real, you got to check these joints out.
So we might need to do okay. Y'all give me some ideas now. Okay. We got all these man, I'm telling you, we got all these resources, push each other, I'm telling you, man. And house. Okay, don't play. Don't play. I'm a house head now. No. You gotta come right now. I'm a house head.
Not only am I house, I'm Chicago house. That's my thing.
Yes, sir.
All the house I do it's got that Chicago flavor to it.
Right.
Well, I'm Jersey house. You know what I mean? I'm
Well,
Oh,
Jersey's
wait a
really
minute.
close
I
to
like that.
Chicago too.
No, I
Yeah.
like I like all of it. No, it just it can't be now. You can't be coming with this Rihanna techno stuff from Rihanna talking about house. We ain't playing that. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about deep
House. Okay,
underground.
that's all I need. Don't be talking
Yeah.
about
Oh,
Rihanna. That's S&M. I like Rihanna, but she ain't house. Nah, these folks
Okay,
like
Jeff,
some house.
you got to start this Facebook page, and both of you, let's just have your stuff posted there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
ready.
it today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it as soon as we get off this call. Couple things. Just remind, hey guys, if you can support our church and our popcorn, if you can, I'll send the link out. If you're not into it, don't worry about it. You can buy it for somebody else. But we're trying to send our seniors and our youth on a civil rights trip next month. So we're just trying to raise a little money.
I have
Any other? Go ahead.
I have 50 requests for good popcorn.
I know. Don't worry. Don't buy no more. I'm just saying, you know.
Look.
There's no pressure. I want to make sure I tell y'all. The 19th, I know we only have a few people left. What y'all want to focus on the 19th? The 19th is going to be a deep dive. It's only 49. I hope you will support it. But what y'all want to deep dive in on? You want to think about it?
I need to think about it for a minute, and whatever other people think of too. I mean, this has been great, and it's actually. I use it every day for everything, every aspect of my life. But you've actually opened my eyes to some things and using in different ways I had not thought of today. So this was incredibly helpful.
So we have some options we can spend it on. So let me tell you what some of the previous sessions were about. We started on getting involved into AI so we can do more prompting. We can really we can start with a strat like, hey, I got my company. I want to do this, and everybody can come together, and we can actually build marketing strategy or whatever it is we're trying to do. We can do that with some prompting. We can focus on the web design. You don't have to hire me to do it. 500. You want to build your own web with AI? We can walk through it from A to Z. How to do your own web page with AI. We did the audio. Creating the audio faceless podcast, YouTube channel, audio books. If you got something you want to create a book, or if you want to do something with some AI audio, we can do that. And the imaging I want y'all to do. I want y'all to play around with it, create it, and we're gonna share stuff on the page. So I'm not gonna do a deep dive. I wanna get them juices flowing with you all. So just think about it. Huh?
It's gonna be a private page, right?
Yes. Yeah.
For the group.
No, just for the group, just for the Mavericks. Y'all the Mavericks. Generating wealth with AI. Okay, that's a good topic. Or that to what's the trending is AI agents. I started on that last week.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, you did touch on that last session.
That's what's how to do automations and agents. So we'll do AI automations. We'll start with automations. How you can use AI to automate processes. That's what that'll be our focus.
Okay.
AI automation. Now our Facebook page is private, but that'll be AI automations. I think that's going to be really good, and how to use AI to automate various processes, whether you in church, different things like that. Yes, yep, AI automation. That's where the trends are going.
So the link will show us where to we pay and all that, right?
Yes, yep. I started working on that, and I said I'll get all that be set up along with the upload from last month. I just forgot to upload it, and the page will be set up. All that will be set up today.
Okay.
AI automations. Yes, that's going to be good because y'all need to know how to do that. And here's what's going to be good. Come prepared to I'll when I send the link out, it's going to have some things where give me some things that you're looking at. So look at some processes in your life. Whether, for instance, how do I collect emails to how do I do this, if I do this, then this. Kind of like if this, then that. Think like that.
Okay.
And we'll come up with ways to automate it and at least give you a framework to go, oh, I know what to do now.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Jeff, within that, I met a woman at Microsoft, and she was telling me
how she uses it, because Copilot's already embedded. She uses it and has that, I guess it's the agent, it's set up as a routine. And every morning it just goes through and scans her whole entire email and categorizes it and prioritizes it, and then she uses it to send out responses.
Yes, you can do things like that. She probably uses Power Automate that comes with Microsoft. It's their automation tool. What we'll probably be using is Zapier or Make. It's easy and it works with almost every app in the world.
Okay.
So you can take your Gmail, if you get Gmails from this person, it can do this and write a prompt in ChatGPT and do this. Or if you got articles you want to do posting on, you can take the article, put it in ChatGPT, it can create a prompt, create a post, and then you can send an email. It can do this, it's all things. So be thinking like that. That's why. But yes, Microsoft has Power Automate, which works too. But so we'll that's where we're gonna. Zapier is the easiest. Zapier and Make to get started for people who don't do automation, but it's also a service you can start off. To your point, Jermaine, a service you can offer. So like to your church, when new members come in, one of the things y'all gonna start doing is anytime you register, it automatically send you a text. You get that email from Zoom, but it'll send you a text, and then I can send a reminder an hour before and say, hey, don't forget about the session. Those are our AI automations. Different things like that.
Quick, another one, just one more question from me.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk as long as y'all want to stay, but I keep thinking I'm doing too much and I need to let y'all go.
So, like, say if I got a book that's coming out within the next 90 days, right? How will automations work in that, like in marketing or like strategy, or how can you implement that in that process? Or is that
No, you can pretty much automate almost anything. So in other words, your book comes out July 1st. Let's just pick an arbitrary date. And so do you have a list already? No? Yes?
A list as far as what?
Like the people you want to, do you have an email list? Are you talking social media? Where are you trying to market?
The wide range of marketing strategy.
Okay, so then the first thing we want to do is go in ChatGPT. We would go into ChatGPT and say, here's what I got. Give me a marketing strategy. Tell Chat, so leading up to 90 days, tell Chat, say, I have this book called blah, 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 blah. You give it a roll, do that. You are a marketing strategist with 20 years experience. Context, I have a book called For the Love of the People that's about blah, 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 blah. The launch of the book is July 1st, 2025. Give me a 90-day strategy leading up to the launch of the book. And then it'll give you an overview. Then we automate from there. So make ChatGPT give you your strategy. You know how to prompt. Make ChatGPT give you your strategy, or brainstorm some ideas. What is the best way to market? And it says, ask me. I didn't go over this. When you don't know what to prompt, y'all kind of remember this. What do? Make it ask you. So it's like, I need a marketing strategy for my new book, blah, blah, blah. Ask me 10 qualifying questions before you design this strategy. Then ChatGPT can say, okay, well, who's your audience? Blah, 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 blah. And then you answer each question. And then after you answer the question, hit enter, be like, okay, cool, I got enough. Then you can say, do you still have any more questions? It may go, yeah, what about this? So when you don't know what to ask it, make it ask you. Does that make sense?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you know what you want to do. My goal is to launch a new book. I need a marketing strategy. I don't know what to do. Ask me qualifying questions or probing questions. You notice I use certain words. You could say ask me questions and it will still do pretty much the same. But when you say probing questions or qualifying questions, until you are comfortable, you can give me my result, give good results. And you can ask it just what I just said. ask me. Now, the reason why I gave a number, because ChatGPT will ask like 20, 30 questions. And you be like, look, all right, I only wanted a handful. Also, consider adding into your book promotion strategy tactics to generate sales. Karen, yeah, within that target time frame. So I would start with the large language model. Start with ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. I would start at ChatGPT. Do the free version of Claude before you buy it. Start at ChatGPT and then cut and paste it over to Claude and say Claude to optimize this strategy. Those are words you can use even with a prompt. Now this stuff is coming to me. If you got a prompt and you like, when your image prompt, I want to do this, here's my prompt, optimize this prompt. And it'll, because it's a genius. It'll make your prompt better, especially if you give context. Do y'all understand now why I say context is so important? When you give, if it's like anything, if you give me some context and some background, I can, you want to, okay, I got it. You want to do da. No, man, you need to do this. Well, think of ChatGPT. AI is the same way. The more context you provide it. Now it's like, other than that, it's kind of guessing, and it does great at it. But if you go, here's what I want to do, here's the background, here's my audience, here's this, the more information you can give it, I think y'all said that earlier, then it's like, I got you. I know everything in the world, so I can go do this. I can do stuff you ain't even thought of. Now that you've given, so yes, so any strategy should start with your LLM. And then we can look at what we're going to automate. So maybe what we want to do is automate social media posts. Maybe we want to collect emails and like Karen said, then say, now how do I make money with this? Give me some ways to make money. It knows everything. And some genius who made billions of dollars off a book has written it somewhere. So it knows that.
Yeah.
Does that help? Did I go to, was that too?
Listen, that's where we at, because I'm in this to really produce something into reality. Like, I'm not playing with it at all.
Yeah. And to all y'all, please, this is, and I'm saying this to myself as well, which is why I'm doing this, and I'm more moving into, I want to teach, I want to instruct, but I also want to create agents and automations for businesses and help organizations operate smoother. That's the direction I'm going in. And then if I write a book along the way, great. But there's so many ways with AI because it takes the heavy lifting off.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful.
Yeah, I would always start. Remember, we did some brainstorming. One of the prompts was, I need ideas for how to launch a new book. Make it ask you. What do you need? How do we get started? And you remember it said, this like you come talk to me. And man, it will give you all kinds of crazy ideas. Make it interview you. Y'all get that? Y'all understand that? So start doing that. When you don't know what to ask it, make it ask you. It'll say, well, what do you want to do?
You said something to me. You said something to the class when you came here. You said, it's best for you to connect with me now, get to know me now, because like in the next 5 years, right?
Oh, I mean that.
May not be accessible, right?
I mean that.
Yeah, and I took that serious, but I looked at it also as AI too. Learn it now, because if you wait too long, it may be way ahead of you in your of touch. You know what I mean? I don't have, you know what I mean? So I didn't want that to happen.
The learning curve will be greater.
Well, but you see how easy it is. It's going to be oversaturated and there won't be room for you. Because look how easy it is.
Yeah.
And when everybody catches on, they stop being scared and stop thinking it's the devil and they're going to be eaten by robots. When they realize how easy it is to build a business, to work smarter and not harder and make money, it's going to be oversaturated. Then everybody's going to be building websites with AI because it's like, well, I already know, everybody know how to do that. So now, what do I need you for? Because I can just go to AI and build it. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
especially those of you that were on my website. I showed y'all how to build a website. We built a website in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Y'all remember?
Yep.
So who's going to want to keep hiring me after a while? Other than now, there are always going to be people that don't want to do it. I ain't got time. I'm gonna pay you. Like, I know how to cut grass. I ain't cutting it. I'm gonna hire somebody. But for the most part, AI makes it easy now. There's no reason nobody has a website because AI makes it easy. But when everybody catches on to that, then you got to find another business model.
Yep.
So that's the other rush. Not only with the technology, because the technology is going to always be relatively simple. It'll just be more advanced things to do. But everybody's going to be in the phase where we are now, 5 years from now. So we're going to need to move to the advanced phase because there's going to be too many people in this area. Everybody's going to be doing social media manager because you can get AI to do it, you know. So anyway, any more, Kobe? Ken, I would love to come speak. I love talking to young people and old people too.
Thank you.
So, man, I would love to. Don't forget, guys, if you get a chance, if you haven't, give me a testimonial. That's called social proof. I will be putting that stuff on my new website that I'm building. I'm almost done. That validates who I am. There's still people that are like, Jeff Robinson, what you doing? What's this AI foolishness? They don't know my background. So it validates that. I appreciate it.
And we do that on the website, right?
Say that again.
We do that testimonial on the website.
Yeah, I do have the link on the website, and it's in the document. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna send y'all the document now because there's nothing else in here I can get rid of everything else. Yeah, I'm just gonna send y'all the link. And if are y'all getting the newsletter? Are y'all getting any of the emails? I sent out like 3 this week.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay, if you're not, go to my website here and join. Let me show you, and I'll show you. jrobunited.com. This is my website. It's redesigning it, but this is how you sign up for the sessions, and they're every month. And then the AI Mavericks, you see that there, and this is just this handsome guy right there. Not him. This one. This is the one. And it's just some of the portfolio of my clients, websites I've done. There's ebook, podcast, logo. Here are some of the tools that I talked about. Chat Playground, the link. TidyCal replaces Calendly. Y'all remember Calendly, where you can set meetings and stuff like that. Okoya is a social media. Hostinger is that web hosting, 11 Labs, all that. So anyway, this is where you can sign up for the mailing list, the Mavericks, and just go do that. And that way, make sure you get it all. And I did this with AI. Release it. And I'll have everything else this evening. So I'll send y'all a link. So if you're not getting the emails, if you don't get an email from me tonight, ping me here. That means either it went to spam or I don't have your email. And I'll make sure you get the link for the Facebook page and and for the 19th.
Okay.
Where we were going to talk about AI automations and ways to make money. I'll touch on a couple things.
Do you transcribe these sessions here? Okay.
You can this is what Cast Magic does. I just upload the video, or I can put it on YouTube and upload it, or audio, and it transcribes it all. And I can say, make timestamps, create various chapters. What were the top 7 points? You can tell it in your transcription, extract only the piece where we talked about AI imaging, and it will pull all that out and put it in it. And then you can say, whatever. If you want to, I can say, now let's create a course on AI imaging based on this. You can prompt it.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah. Yeah, so Cast Magic can do that. And here's the thing. I don't know if y'all know this. When you go to my YouTube page or any YouTube page, I don't know if y'all know this. See, this we're almost at the 3 hour. I love it, y'all. I love it. But like say, for instance, my YouTube page. What is my YouTube page? Oh. You can take, if there's a video of something that you like, or a teaching, or anything on YouTube, you can take it, copy it. Let me bring up Cast Magic. I want to show y'all how it works. We're gonna eventually get out of here, right?
Why are you not subscribed to your own YouTube channel?
I know, isn't that terrible? Because I'm a bad example. A horrible example. So I'm just gonna, okay, AI Takeover webinars. See, I told you I'd already subscribed. But let me take this, for example. This is the one from last month, April 12th. I uploaded it, file, and here's the video. And it's got a whole lot of new features I didn't even play with because I just kind of go in and create content. But here's the transcription. Now, I don't know who Roger is, but it allows you to go in and change the names of the speakers. Who's Roger? It just made that up. But you can change the name of the speakers. You can also get content. I say, give me the timestamps. Clip, give me the hooks. What are the key topics and bullets? What if I want to say, what did we talk last week was audio, right? I'm trying to remember. Extract top key themes only from the audio book segment. There you go. Must have went to the bottom. Wait a minute. Oh, stupid prompt. Okay. They've had a lot of new features here. There we go. So wait a minute. Extract key themes from audiobook. It put it at the top. Here it is. It's typing it. So now it take what I talked about with audiobooks and everything in the webinar I talked about with audiobooks. It extracted the key themes from that segment. So it listens to the whole, watch the whole video, listen to, and it finds everything I discussed about the audiobook part. And where did it put it? Okay, I got a lot of prompts here, but y'all saw what I just did. You saw it. It's here somewhere. Ooh, boy, got too many prompts. Where did it go? Well, it was just up here, but y'all saw it. It was, anyway, it's probably hidden in here somewhere. I'm probably moving too fast. But I told it to just go into the part where I talked about creating the audiobook. And it extracted the key things from that. It's here. I don't know what I did with it. It's here because y'all just saw it created. Move slow. But anyway, this is what this tool can do. I got all these prompts here. I shouldn't have had all these, but it can extract all of it. And I can say, create content for social media for 7 days. So like when you get ready to do your marketing strategy for your book, you can have it do a 90-day countdown, a 30-day countdown, content for 14 days, content specifically for Twitter, content specifically for, it can say, give me the script for a TikTok video. I can do all that, from that content, that video. And in your case, Jermaine, your book, you can say, you upload the book and you can tell it, give me a promo video. Video is what we're going to be talking about next month. what we did with audio, with AI imaging, we're going to then do with AI video, creating video with AI.
Which I've been seeing a lot, which is extremely detailed, because the videos I've been seeing now is they're creating these videos and they're morph. Like I saw one with Snoop Dogg when they went from the young Snoop Dogg all the way to his adult, and they just morphed. They did the same thing with Michael Jackson. It's like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely it's gotten really really enhanced and powerful over a short period of time. Just last year, it was, which is why I say be mindful buying the whole yearly service, because something new's gonna come out, that you can use your $10 on. Be like, let me just use this. Be easier and more powerful. So, be mindful of that. That's why I say that. So yeah, so much has changed in just a year. What y'all think? Everybody, y'all hang it in there.
Awesome.
So you'll get the link for that. So we'll be talking about AI automations and ways to make money with AI. Some monetization opportunities. I think that's going to be good. So I'll definitely get my graphic guy to put something together. We promote that, and we'll get the Facebook group. Y'all good? Talk to me. How you feeling?
Good.
Ken, Karen, Kobe, Jermaine, I know you busy somewhere, but any closing remarks, thoughts, feelings?
Jeff, as you think about your own monetization opportunity?